2, 1. Streetz is watching Shade 4-5. Who to watch for? One time for DJ Drama, Don Cannon, Iceberg, TC, Sarah Vivon. Of course, it's me, the most energetic entertainer. Manny Supreme, I got one of Atlanta's newest, hottest artists. I can't go nowhere without listening to him and hearing him in the club. And all the young folks playing on Young Wolf is in the building.
What's up, man? How you
feeling,
doing?
Man? How was that intro? I feel like a lot of people give you intros. How was that one?
That was probably the best one. That was probably the best one for sure.
Man, you came here, you iced up. How you feeling today, man? The
I'm
sun out, it's getting warmer.
Feeling good, man. Feel me? Blessed to be here.
Yeah.
Honestly, feel me?
Yeah.
Feel good to be here though.
Let's start in the beginning, man. So you from Atlanta?
From Atlanta.
What part?
I'm from Oakland City, the west side.
Okay, got you. What high school you went to?
I went to Charles Drew. That's in Riverdale though. That's on the south side.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Charles
familiar
Drew.
with it. With growing up in the city, right? I saw one of your interviews. You said like Future, Party Next Door, you know, is one of your favorite artists. What's one of your favorite Party Next Door songs?
Probably Savage Anthem.
That's a real nigga anthem
Yeah,
right there.
for sure.
I feel like a lot of women got a lot of anthems, but he was talking it on
Yeah,
that.
he was talking.
With, you know, growing up on the south side, but having, you know, musical influences like Party Next Door, what have you been able to implement from, you know, on that end into your own music?
Versatility, because I can, like I said, the Futures, the Babies, but I also want to grab the world in another way too. You feel me? Like I want my music to be able to stick from 10 years from now. So that's why I think it's gonna separate me from people my age or even other artists that's coming up around my age. You feel me? I feel like that's gonna separate me because I'm trying to make music from 10 years from now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Trying to make it stick.
With everything that's happening in the city, it's a lot of commotion. There's a lot of stuff over here. Everything happening in the city, right? Like, what can you say has been like one of your like biggest challenges with coming up and, you know, having a strong backing, but with anything, like what can you say has been like something you've been working on with trying to, you know, progress your career?
I'll say being more open. Being more open. You feel me? I'm a closed in dude. But just being more open to really just show people another side of me that folks really don't even know for real. Like when I started rapping, somebody in my comments said, "Bro, I ain't know you talk." You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I'm just trying to open up and just show them like I got a lot of personality, you feel me? I'm just trying to open up. So that's the main thing. That's one of my challenges right there, just opening up.
Yeah. You said one of your homies was like, bro, if you don't want to talk to nobody, you might as well just start rapping, right? Now, you was hooping before this.
Right.
Now, you know, I got to ask, you know, a lot of athlete turned rappers, right? Now, was you real deal or were you like?
Oh, no, I was real deal.
AAU?
Yeah, AAU for sure.
What team you play for?
I played with Choice Management Knight. We played on the Adidas Gauntlet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was nice for sure.
How many points was you averaging in AAU?
AAU, I probably averaging about like good 12.
Okay.
Good 12.
And that's some real comp. Now, I don't like asking because you obviously played for your high school, didn't you?
For sure. I played with my high school too.
Was y'all straight? Was y'all good?
Yeah. My 9th grade year, I was on varsity, but I didn't really get in that much. But it was good to be on varsity at 5'2".
So you made it your freshman year?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I made it my freshman year. I was only 5'2" though. So that was like a good accomplishment, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm 5'2" on varsity.
Out here hooping.
You feel me?
For real, for real. So what made you, like, stop? And then when you decided, like, you know, when your homie was like, man, if you don't want to talk to nobody, it seemed like you in a slump. When you decided to rap, what was that initial feeling like, okay, I got to go with it?
Man, I don't even know. I can't even, I don't want to lie to you. I don't even know. I just felt like I needed to talk. You feel me? I need to vent. You feel me? I was going through so much around that time. Like, some of my homies passed, and then I'm falling in love with basketball, and you feel me? I'm like, man, I don't want to feel me. So I just started rapping. It just started feeling natural.
Yeah.
Like, even though I ain't have no voice or nothing like that when I first started, but what I was saying was, like, real. You feel me? So I was like, okay, cool. I might like this because it felt good to talk.
Yeah.
Feel me? Talking and just let some shit out.
Do you feel like with being, so you would consider yourself an introvert?
Something like that.
Somewhat.
But honestly, I don't even know what that means.
So, like, okay, boom, I didn't know until a couple of days ago, but
Yeah.
somebody explained to me, is like, okay, when around the right people, you'll be open. But it's like, just me and somebody off rip is like,
Exactly.
you ain't even gonna say what's up, you just gonna give them the fingers.
Exactly.
So that's how I was starting off.
For sure.
And then you said when you actually made a song, it was like 10 of your friends in the studio, and they like, twin.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Where was you at? Recall that studio session. Like, where was you at?
I don't even remember the name of the studio, but it was like somewhere like Lawrenceville. One of my big brothers, he was a club promoter named Jabbar. And I told him, I want to try to rap one time. You feel me? He was like, I got a studio for you. Like, just go up there. I went up there. I made a song. Then I had like folks who been telling me to rap for a long time with me. So they was like, oh, we going to the studio. Oh, you finna rap. So they was excited. You feel me? When I made the song, they're like, oh, bro, you might well keep going with this. So I just kept going.
How big is that support, right? Because you see a lot of times with people looking on social media or just getting caught up in just what they want it to be and not actually taking the steps to get there. How big is like having like your close friends being like, yo, this is some shit that you good at, bro. Like you need to follow through with this.
It actually feel good, but at the same time, it's a lot of yes men. Feel me? And like I'm somebody who gonna address it right then and there. So I
have you ever tested one of your partners, like seeing if they was gonna be on some BS when you know what the real answer was?
For sure, like I might make a trash song on purpose and send it. Oh no, twin, this the one, but you know it ain't the one, bro. You feel me? So I don't be liking that, no yes men around me. So I got a lot of yes men from around me. So as you see, like the people who outside, they can't come in though, cause the room's small. But like those ain't no yes men, so that's why they're around me every day. You feel me? So it be about 4 or 5 of us every day when it used to be like 10, 12. Feel me? So
how hard was that, right? Because I assume like those are people that you like grew up with and you know for a long time, right? So with everything going on now in the city, there's so much new music out. Who are some new artists that you're listening to?
Talking about up and coming artists or anything?
Up and coming folks who are already popping, like
We Too Hard, Anti the Menace, Huncho, Action Pack AP. It's a dude named Tyreek. He hard, but
where he from?
He from the east side, but nobody really know him like that though.
Okay.
My boy hard.
Shout out to him.
My boy hard.
Shout out to him.
My boy hard.
Who've been some recent folks in the studio you've been cooking up with?
The AMG Twins, Action Pack, Young Scooter. That's really it, for real.
Now, how'd you link up with Action Pack? It seemed like y'all got a good chemistry.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Y'all together.
He ended up signing to my dad a couple months ago. Then when he came out here, we just clicked right on, cause like we the same age, got the same mindset, we be on the same thing. So it's like,
yeah,
we just clicked off rip.
All right. Now, with your dad being Biggs, right? I mean, legendary with creating, countless superstars, right? Growing up in a label, how were you able to see things and know how to move within the industry, right?
To be honest, I really didn't know. I just remember certain conversations he used to have. You feel me? Like, I done seen the ins and the outs. I done seen how you can fall off. I done seen how you can stay on. And I seen what not listening, I seen what listening can get you. You feel me? So I'm one of the ones who I don't tell them no. Even though if I don't want to do it, I'm going to do it. You feel me? So I just listen, just pay attention. But really just growing up in it, I ain't going to say I really grew up in it for real. It's just like the folks around me, they was in it. You feel me? So, but just hearing them certain conversations, it was like, I know what to do and I know what not to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I remember from when I was like 14. You feel me?
Just being around.
Yeah.
What was that initial response when you told your pops, like, yo, this one?
He told me, get out here, face.
For real?
Yeah.
Where was y'all at?
At the house. But when I made the song, my first song, he was like, you won't beat. You feel me? You just got to work on your voice.
Yeah.
So he was like slick shocked. And then he seen me going to the studio every night. He like, okay, cool. He might really want to do it for real.
Yeah.
But he really just keep me grounded and humble. You feel me? Like, he don't get excited. So that's why I ain't really no excited dude, because my whole life, anytime I really accomplish something, like, he gonna be the one, like,
go harder.
You got to go harder. You feel me? So
that's real.
Yeah.
Now you got some family in the industry too, right? Pop Lord is your cousin. I seen him in a couple of videos. First off, shout out to Diesel, right? I see your films; they match the quality of the music, right?
Exactly.
How big is like the visual aspect with being an upcoming artist and letting folks know, like, boom, this is the sound and this is how I want y'all to see it, even when y'all can't look at the video in the car. How big is that?
I be hard on the cameraman, like, bro, I need this to look exactly how I want it to look. Like, you feel me? Like, we might have to send the video back about 2-3 times. Like,
what's the most you think you sent the video back because it wasn't what you
probably
needed?
Twice right now.
Okay.
Twice right now, because you feel me? I'm just letting everything play out. But when I get to another stage, like, I'm a real deal. I might be the one who even
direct it.
You feel me? Direct it and write everything. Like, that's that type of stuff I want to be on one day. You feel me?
Yeah.
But my little brother, he only 16, and he be calling the director like, bro, nah, you got to make my brother video harder. Like,
that's hard.
For real, though.
That's
so
hard.
we be on it for sure. Like, and that's how our dad raised us. Like, if you money rule the world, you feel me? So if you paying for it, you better tell them how you want it. You feel me?
For sure.
Exactly.
What are some things on your bucket list this year as an artist you want to check off? Give me 3 of them.
I just want a bigger fan base. That's gonna come. I got some more things I want to achieve as in, like, artists. Like, I say like how we said at the beginning, like being more open. Then I got like Party Next Door, my favorite. One of my favorite artists. I want to learn how to hit certain melodies. You feel me? So them 3 for sure.
For sure. Now we all know. I mean, obviously you supported by some of the biggest, and we know you got a good relationship with Baby, and we all know he's a funny guy. What's one of the funniest combos y'all have had together?
Man, I don't even remember. I don't even know. Like some stuff I can't even say on camera.
Yeah, I feel it. How big and important is it having somebody like that in the industry giving you game, firsthand knowledge, like it's coming from the horse's mouth?
It's crazy because like I don't even look at it as that. You feel me? He big bro. You feel me? Yeah. I don't even when we're around each other. I don't even look at him as a rapper. Like I've been around him my whole life, so it don't even be nothing. Like it don't be nothing fanned out as folks to think. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like and you got folks who been around our whole life who come around to be fanned out. You feel me? But nah, like it don't be nothing crazy for real though. Honestly, it don't be nothing crazy. Yeah. The funniest combos I can't even say on camera.
But it's definitely been something that you was like, but this man a fool.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What are some things that your fans should be on the lookout for? Right, new music, more visuals. Like what's coming up next? This time next year, where will Young Wolf be?
Around this time next year, Young Wolf would not be in the position that he in right now. I say that for sure. Cause my work ethic is crazy. Like I don't think. I ain't gonna say nobody outworking me because a lot of people who
work. How often you be in the studio?
Every day.
For how long?
Like 10 to 4, sometimes 9 to 6. I been in there for a long time. Whenever I get tired, like if I make one song, I don't even come back out and listen to another beat. I just tell them pull up another beat, like keep going. So I try to knock out as much as I can. You feel me? Yeah. But I be locked in for sure. And that actually, my work ethic actually come from being an athlete. You feel me? I was having 3 workouts a day. Then on top of that, I graduated valedictorian. You feel me?
Okay, so hold on now, brother. It's a lot of people like to celebrate other things. Yeah. Valedictorian?
Yeah, I graduated valedictorian.
Top of the top.
Top of the top.
Of the top.
Of the top, for sure.
That's hard.
For sure.
Have you ever shared that with anybody? Like,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. Now, I probably have.
Now I have to ask, was it hard? Well, obviously it was hard, but it was just
hard,
like,
sure.
What type of classes were you taking? Were you like in AP, honors?
Yeah, I was in honors. Okay. I was in honors. But it was like I had to learn how to balance.
And playing travel ball at the same time.
Exactly. And then the school I was at was a prep school, so we traveling. Most of our games out of town. Like we playing Oak Hill, we playing Huntington Prep, we playing Montverde. Like we traveling every week. You feel me? So it's like we on the road, we doing the work. Some folks was slacking, but my dad would tell you can't bring no C's home. Like my whole life, you can't bring no C's home. You bring C home, you can't play, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Same here. Well, man, we truly appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate y'all for having me,
man. Make sure you guys go check him out. One of the hardest new artists coming out today. One time for DJ Drama, the whole gang. Again, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. This is another edition of Who to Watch For with me, Manny Supreme.